Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Bart coming back at you with another microphone review video, and it's the Shure 330 that I gave everyone a sneak peek on like 4 or 5 days ago. Did a YouTube short. If you enjoy those, let me know. I'll try to do YouTube shorts on everything. I also did one on this ceremonic microphone that's getting ready to happen. I like showing everybody what is upcoming, and I figured this Shure 330 is so cool that I wanted to show you before I had time to really actually do a video on it. But anyways, 1960s, 60s, 70s model ribbon microphone. One of the coolest mics I've ever held in my hands. I'll have the video so you can get a good look at it that way, the YouTube short. But I'll give you another look here. It is just as cool as it gets. Like, it is brushed metal, it's heavy, it's got an articulating head. Sorry for all the noise. It's an XLR model, as you can see here, plugged into the bottom, and you got the threading right beside it. Just an incredibly beautiful microphone. So beautiful, just so beautiful. Let's go ahead and run it through some of its paces. I'll go ahead and get that back up there. That's what she said. And I'm not going to do plosives into it because it is a ribbon microphone, even though this grill is a really nice tight pattern, really tight holes. Toit like a toiga. Toit like a toiga. I love this thing, man. That doesn't mean I'm not going to sell it. It is for sale because I am a poor YouTuber, not one of those big YouTubers. I wish I could keep this microphone. I'm not. I love the way it looks a lot more than the way it sounds. It's very smooth, and I like a lot about the sound, but I also feel like it's a little bit dull. Granted, the processing will probably give that a more lively effect. But it is a little bit dull, but the smoothness really makes me happy. But there's just not a whole lot of clarity. It's just slightly reserved, a little muffly, but we'll see what happens with the processing on. Let's go ahead and get right on top of the microphone so you can hear what the proximity effect sounds like on this ribbon microphone. Again, talking past, not blowing any air in it, but it does still pick up a little bit of air. Let's go ahead and do some off-axis rejection. We're going to turn the microphone 90 degrees. 180 degrees, 90 degrees, and then back around to the front of the microphone. And since we're not doing plosives or anything like that, let's do some, we'll do some clicky clack on the keyboard here so you can see what the off-axis rejection is if you are typing on a keyboard while you're talking, and typing while you talk, talking while you type, that whole thing. Better podcasting. Good show. Good show. Turn my keyboard back on there because I'm going to need to use it. Let's go ahead and throw some processing on this thing and see what it sounds like with processing. Again, completely unprocessed so far on the Rodecaster Pro. Going to switch this over, see what this beautiful mic sounds like. Again, I paid over $300 for this. I had to have it. It just seemed like something I needed to do a video on. You can't be obscure mics if you don't get in non-new, crazy old and crazy weird ceremonic mics and shit. Obscure mics is obscure for a reason. Yeah, we'll do some that aren't obscure, but that's just how it goes. In 3, 2, 1, processing. All right. Compression, de-esser, and a big bottom. Don't necessarily need that big bottom on there because it's a nice, smooth, low end anyways. But I still like the way it sounds. This might be one of those microphones that we throw the oral exciter on with the Rodecaster Pro, and that could be what we're looking for. So let's go ahead and turn that on now. It does, I will say, the compression and the high pass filter, it gives it a little more clarity, a little more life, but let's do that oral exciter. All right, now we've got the oral exciter on, still got the big bottom on as well. But this is what the oral exciter is made for, in my opinion. It is a little bit too artificial sounding. I'll go ahead and do the oral exciter without the big bottom now. All right, we got the big bottom off, so now it's just an oral exciter. Oral excitement, baby. and this is what the microphone sounds like. Again, super smooth, really vintagey. I really like it. I still like it with that big bottom on though. Turn that back on. I like the oomph and I like the excitement from the oral exciter. It is just a little tiny bit crispy up top, just a little bit artificial sounding, but overall it brings out a little more clarity. So I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Again, Shure 330 ribbon microphone. If you want it, it's out there on my Reverb Back Row Studios. So if it's something you think you'd like to have, go have at it. Yes, I am trying to turn a profit on it so I can buy more mics. That's what I do. That's what I do. I'll see you guys next time. Let me know what you thought about the Shure 330 Uniron ribbon microphone. Peace out.